All right, YouTube. So we continuing this conversation about these jobs and how they are the devil and demonically inspired people. Excuse me, people work on a whole bunch of them. This is part 2. This is part 2. So some people can't even sleep right at night unless they're making problems for other people, causing them to quit, causing them to get fired. They can't even sleep good at night. And then some people, this is what happens too. They pick. Then when you leave, the devil lift off of them, that demon lift off of them. And so now they making all these excuses. I've had it done many times. You probably don't know about it, but it probably was with you too. Like one job, he said, I thought he was coming around. Now keep in mind, I had more control than anybody else he had. And he admitted that in the meeting. Somebody told him. He said at least when Howard was here, we had some control. Yeah, but when Howard was here, you kept bothering me. See, this is how I think, man. This is why people like me need their own business. I just can't see a person picking with another person and being petty and nitpicking that's not gonna fight or shoot. Remember how when we was kids, you knew that you was gonna eventually fight. Like I tell y'all all the time the story where the whole school was going on a field trip. No, my lips feel. And me and this kid were into it, and they kept breaking us up like, man, don't fight. Y'all ain't gonna be able to go on the trip. So I was trying not to fight this kid. And I would say a little bit he was trying not to fight me, but it's like every time we came around each other, we would get into it. And back then, you know, we used to put our shoulders on each other. We was doing that. Like swing, you swing. Swing. Finally, the day of the field trip, we got into it pretty bad. And he didn't throw one first punch. He threw like 3 of them. I had to recover. I practically gasped like bing, bing, bing. He caught me like 3 times, y'all. Then we was into it. Put my guards up. Bang, 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 bang. We went at it. All you heard, the other kids, they still got to go. But all you heard was, ooh, 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 ooh. Boy, we went at it. I won that one. But that little joker could fight. I had the height advantage. But somebody taught him how to fight. He caught me with some nasty ones, but I just got him with more. And he caught me with one. I put my head down. I was fighting with my head down. Just swinging fast as I can. Lighting his butt up. And guess what? We ain't go on that field trip. We argued practically almost all day. Stood up to fight probably 3-4 times. Like, man, we can fight again. We can fight again. I don't need nobody to see. And so at the end of the day, me and him were both like, he was like, man, I wish I could have went on that field trip. I said, yeah, me too. Couple minutes later, the bell rung. They was coming back. He's like, all right, man, see you later. We never fought again. I respected him, he respected me. But we ain't going on that field trip. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not saying I'm always innocent, but that was another time where I did everything that I could to avoid that fight. He just was picking. I wanted to go on a field trip. But even as a kid, like after a while, a person only could take so much. Then you're going to have to act. I've been that way my whole life. I know the devil when I see her. The devil be getting in people's minds, y'all. The devil will have somebody thinking about everything you do concerning your job, and it's 100 of y'all. They just worried about you. That's how it be. And you know it because they'll be getting on you about stuff that you're not the only one to do it. And after a while, like me, I look at it like there's money out here. I look to replace. When I get on a job, if I'm in a relationship, whatever the case may be, if it's not benefiting me, if I'm not being better, becoming better, getting more, after a while, I'm just going to be like, I quit. Now, I'll stay on the job, like the longest job I ever stayed on. Yeah, it was problems and issues sometimes, but I didn't quit because of those issues. I quit because I wanted to relocate and I had a plan to do some things. They was doing stuff, but it wasn't like some of these other jobs. Now, when I went back, they was on garbage. Trying to give other people evaluations better than me. And it wasn't everybody. Just like where I just left. Most of those people were likable. It's just, I don't know. That's how I know it was the demonic activity. Because when it came to me, it's like they had a different standard. He told me out of his own mouth that he knew other people wasn't doing the phone list. But when they came to my dorm, you got a phone list? I always had some type of a list. Then people would come while I'm on my lunch break and they wouldn't even go by my phone list. I just had enough, y'all. That's how it be. I'm not finna hang around with Satan. Once I see the head and the activities of the demonic, my days is numbered from that point. The devil will get all up in your wife, have her not giving you none, talking to other dude, being sneaky, being selfish, being just like the people at work. Only seeing wrong, not good. That's just how the devil works. And that's why you got to be willing to move on sometime. Take a couple steps back to take some forward. Know and understand that what you have is not the best available. And then evaluate from there. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.